with Rimmel silks, enriched with silk and other natural ingredients for a softer, long-lasting finish. As you can see, she looks beautiful in silks. Rimmel silks.
It's not often we hear of hospital waiting lists being slashed, but one surgery unit in Kent is doing just that.
The day surgery unit at the Kent and Canterbury Hospital treats around 1,000 patients a week using just 15 beds. Well, the pioneering ward achieves its success by treating patients on a short stay basis, using each bed up to 3 times a day. Well, Lee White takes an in-depth look at how they do it.
Well, I've got butterflies in my tummy at the moment, and I'm not really looking forward to it because you don't know how I'm going to feel afterwards. But hopefully it solves the problem with my wrist.
Theatre starts at 9 o'clock in the morning and the first case would probably go down at that time. After theatre they are brought back to the ward where they are allowed to recover. They have something to eat and drink and then hopefully they're discharged home around about lunchtime. After that period of time, the next patient will be coming into that bed again. So an 11 o'clock admission would be actually filling that bed.
Well, I think it's better really because you're in and out, it's finished with. And then you can sort of recuperate at home, can't you? Been waiting 18 months. And the chance came of a cancellation, so I've taken it.
The patients themselves like day surgery. They like to be able to come in on the day and not have a stressful night in hospital the night before where they don't sleep. And they can also, because they're given a booking well in advance, they can plan their lives accordingly.
I'm having a hernia done. I think the doctors or the surgeon's going to do it at 1:30, and everything goes all right. I should be home by this afternoon or late this afternoon. So we're very pleased about that.
I'm going to have my wisdom teeth extracted because I don't want the thing of going into a dentist chair and seeing them go into my mouth. I'd rather not know. So far the nurses are really nice and I think it should be a nice stay in here.
I've had my gallbladder removed. I actually have been in overnight, but I think the shorter you can stay in, the better, provided they can get you on your feet.
Hello, Mr. James. Right, we met last week, didn't we, when you came in?
I'm getting a growth actually on the bone, and my wrist is seized up, and I can't turn it. I've got lack of movement.
I don't feel no worries at all, you know, quite confident, you know. It's just something that's got to be done, and it's a convenient way of doing it. And I'm quite happy to come in, have it done and go.
Relax. From now on, if you feel any discomfort, if you just like to tell me, don't jump. Or if you tell the young lady sitting with you, we'll stop and do something about it. But I don't suppose you'll feel very much at all. The benefit from the patient's point of view is that it enables us to have short waiting lists. So day surgery, from the patient's point of view, also means that those procedures which tend to form large waiting lists for some hospitals, particularly in the past, it's now possible to process them fairly quickly and people aren't kept waiting for months or even years. The benefit to the hospital and to the community in large, and to you as a taxpayer, is that this way of treating patients is relatively inexpensive, and so we're able to concentrate more of our resources on the bigger things where it's appropriate.
Didn't hardly feel a thing. Very good, very good. Didn't believe it was. Just thought it was going to be. Well, I was nervous, but just didn't think there was anything to it. Lovely.
The amount of day surgery has increased dramatically, and approximately 70% of our work now is day case, with very few patients staying for one night. We treated, in that first year of opening in 1986, probably about 1,800 patients, and we now achieve 4,000 patients each year through 15 beds.
There's no doubt whatsoever that, given a choice, you and I and anybody would want to be in hospital for the least possible time, and we also want to be assured that we're getting the best possible care. Now we can offer both of those things through day case surgery.
As much as you can to get them down.
I'm just having my 2 lower wisdom teeth removed. And she said that it'd be difficult to take them out, so I had to come in here. My husband's taken the day off work just to look after the children.
I've been in this ward twice myself. The first time I came in very early in the morning and virtually had no time to get my clothes off and was in theatre and home by the afternoon. The second time, I was much later going down at about 5 in the evening, but in fact my husband was still able to take me home that evening at 8 o'clock.
Patients in general recover better at home, and the statistics that are available at this present time do prove that. Patients, before they leave the ward, are alert and orientated. They're seen by the nursing and medical staff, and providing the patient is happy to go home, then they are discharged.
Take that one off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a bath or shower. But if you'd like another one, just a bit of protection,
I see,
the spare
yeah.
one there.
Yeah.
And your wife's got your tablets to take home.
Lovely.
You shouldn't be carrying that bag. Start off if you need to go on.
I feel fine. You know, no after effects, no dizziness, nothing. I feel great. Just took 2 paracetamol, had a cup of tea, and I feel fine.
Okay, then take care.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you
see you again.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
I want to go home tonight. If I get the feeling back in me, yeah.
Not better now, thank you. Too bad. Bit sore. From that fine.
99% of patients do prefer day surgery and do want to come in on that day and go home. In fact, some are very, very cross at the end of the day if they're feeling nauseated and they can't go home.
Come on then. Say bye-bye to the nurses. Bye. Come on.
The people who are involved telling their story, put together by Lee White. And the managers of that unit at the Kent and Canterbury Hospital are now being asked to tell European hospital administrators how they manage to treat so many patients with so few beds. Mike.
More news in brief now. A nurse is in hospital with serious head injury.